Good evening, campers, and welcome back to Elite Dangerous. I'm Commander Exorcist, and we are back in Elite doing a Let's Play. This is another episode of my Exploration and Chill series. We're just out here in the middle of nowhere, scanning biologics and taking in the sights, seeing what we can see. We are currently in let's call it the Sino-FA system sector, and not far from Bernard's Loop. We are on the edge of permit-locked space, not far from where I did my mining video last week. So we're not in the same place, but we are definitely close. And so today we're going to be doing some exploration, some biologic scanning. Whoa, where'd my planet go? There it is up here. So yeah, so this is a cool little system. It's got 2 stars. It has a G star and it has a K star. I've already scanned these other 2. There's 2 atmospheric worlds up here. I did those the other night, and tonight we are looking over here. And this planet is actually, or this moon is 225,000 light seconds away from the point of entry for this system, which is one of the reasons that the Mandalay has become my favorite exploration ship, because having an SCO drive and being able to fly out here to this planet to be able to scan it in just a matter of minutes is amazing. Hey, this is a really cool, I like this. This is a really neat world. Look at this. All right. I think we did all right here. So it looks like a lot of the biologics are confined to these red areas here. So we'll be, wow, that planet is really, really something. A little heavy on the texture, some texture mapping, but it's all good. God, I would love to see some exaggerated canyons or mountains, but I'm not sure we're ever going to get that again, but here we are. So, exploration and chill. What I typically do for these is, this is just me playing the game and showing you how I explore and some of the things I do while I'm exploring, and I'm also going to take an opportunity to talk about the game. I'll just kind of talk about random stuff and just, yeah, kill some time for about maybe a half hour or so. We're going to scan both of these moons. So, however long that takes, probably 45 minutes is what typically these episodes run, depending on how good we are at it. And it looks like everything's concentrated in these areas, like in these valleys. So we'll see what we can find. It's a very nice planet. I'm really liking it. 0.7 G. Put my landing gear down. I tend to put my landing gear down so that I don't boost into the ground. This is kind of a habit, even with the Mandalay. I did that once or twice with the Nightwish, and it is not fun in the least. All right. There may not be anything down here. Well, what do we got here? Is it a rock or something? Yeah. Oh. I thought I saw some tussock or something like that on the floor. Let's go over the ridge here. See what we can find. So we learned that the colonization update is coming February 26th. That is going to be cool. And I just freaking ran into a mountainside. Gotta be kidding me. It says I forgot I had my landing gear down. Yeah, so like I said, colonization is coming on the 26th of February. That's going to be exciting. I am definitely going to be building my own Pleasure Palace starport. Hopefully build some nice ground installations. It would be really cool to fight CGs or the CZs in my own kind of in my own ground installations. Hey, this is actually a really nice planet. I mean, even if I don't find much here, the views are extraordinary. Look at Bernard's Loop up there, somewhat visible in the daytime. Very alien looking. So if you get down in here in some of these valleys, you can gain some of the perspective back. We used to have just towering mountains and canyons and everything else, but you kind of have to use tricks of the camera to make it look that way. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to the colonization update. I didn't expect base building to be part of Elite Dangerous. I really didn't. I know a lot of people were, that was kind of a thing. People were saying, hey, we want base building, and you know, they were going to release this hot new feature, and plenty of people, they're like, base building, and I was like, no, I just, you know, I wasn't really sure if the game could tolerate it, but looking at it and the way that they did it, I mean, you know, these guys really know what they're doing. Okay, so let's do the stratum first, because the stratum on these planets sometimes tends to be the most expensive. I have, actually, let me change my window here so I can see my ED biology. Okay, so this isn't going to be very expensive. Let's see what it is. It's not the Tectonicus. I know that. 1.36 million for this one. This is Stratum Peleus. And I'd had somebody question me on another episode of this, and I've mentioned this in my exploration guides. I'm using ED Observatory. So I don't explore anymore without ED Observatory running. It has a Bio Insights plugin, and that gives you detailed information on this, on your whatever you're researching, whatever you're scanning. And so you'll know the value of what you're scanning, the distance from it. So I knew that was only, you know, that was how far I needed to fly in order to get another sample. All kinds of good logging tools. So I'll try my best to put a link to ED Observatory in the description to this video if you're interested. But you know, it is nice to be able to fly around and explore and know that you're making some kind of progress. Because, you know, I'm out here to make money. And that's why I'm not doing the CG that's going on right now. The Brewer Corporation one. Because I'm out here actually trying to make bank. And do some other stuff. Okay. We need our 500 meters. There we go. We got it. So it's been really quiet in the last few weeks from Elite. Last week's announcement of the CG for Brewer Corporation and the date of the colonization release was much welcome, because it's been very quiet. And I know we've been spoiled. That's part of the reason that it's been annoying is, you know, we got spoiled in 2024. For the longest time, we've gotten used to Frontier being quiet and not providing much in terms of updates on the future of the game. And that's one of the reasons that you get a lot of the doomsayers that'll say that Elite is dead or Elite is dying, because they haven't historically been the best at sharing information about the game. And then in 2024, it's like something changed and just, I mean, they went absolutely crazy with it. And we were constantly getting updates. It's like every day there was something, you know, the community was abuzz almost all year long. And so when you get into this time where it's like in January and everyone's getting back from the holidays and there really isn't a lot going on, I mean, just everything's kind of quiet. Even here on YouTube, it's quiet. And yeah, it gets people a little nervous. So it was nice to see the update on the colonization. So I don't really have a particular location that I'm looking to colonize. I haven't done a lot of surveying in the bubble. It would be nice if I could, like, pick my... I'd like to be able to pick up a nav buoy and take it within, you know, a couple hundred light years and drop it off somewhere. I get the idea that it needs to be adjacent to a system that's already colonized and already operational for the economy systems and BGS and all the other stuff to function properly. I get the technical aspect of it, but I mean, like this planet right here. This planet would be perfect for a base. Like a base right here on this plane would be an exceptional location for a colonization effort. But I am so far away. I mean, I might get lucky and see something like this colonized in my day, but I don't know. I'm just really far away. I don't think we're going to reach out this far that quickly, but who knows? Elite Dangerous community has its ways of being very resourceful, and I've been wrong about just about every prediction I've ever made about this game, so with the exception of the fact that it isn't dead. That's probably the only prediction I've ever made that's come true. Okay, let's see here. One more bacteria, come on. This is a very beautiful, like, look at this sky. Oh my god. Whoa, there it is. Got it. Slow down. Okay. It has been nice to see a lot of people coming back, though. You know, Distant Worlds 3 is going to happen, so that's cool. People will get to take part in one of the, you know, the large player-led activities that we used to do all the time in Elite. That'll be cool. And a lot of people have been coming back. I mean, the game's extremely healthy. And it's shocking to all of us. It really is, but it's greatly appreciated that, you know, so many people have stuck with it. And, you know, it was funny. They, when the earnings call came out, I think it was like a week or two ago, and the CEO himself of Frontier, Johnny Watts, he was talking about Elite. I don't think I've ever heard that guy talk about Elite. I just haven't. Like, when it comes to those kind of like press conferences and investor calls, it's always about like the planet stuff, Planet Coaster and Planet this and Planet that. And, you know, Elite Dangerous, if it gets mentioned, it's kind of mentioned in the notes, like in the very bottom where money people aren't going to read about it. So it was nice to see and hear that, you know, Elite was making some kind of an impact on the company as a whole. And, you know, that's really a testament to the community resilience, because, man, we've been through some stuff. We really have. So, and I always stop over the unsuitable terrain. Always. There we go. I tried to fly with keyboard and mouse, but yeah, that was not pretty. I might give it a try again, but I'm so just used to using a controller for just about everything that if a game has a controller option, then I'm probably going to play that. Plus, Elite Dangerous, I've been playing this game for 7 years now, and I've used a controller since day one, so it's like the muscle memory is just ingrained. I can fly my ship probably without even looking at it. Alright, so that's sample 2 out of 3. So this will be the last sample on this planet. And in that short amount of time, we will have made... How much have we made on this planet? 10 million. We'll have made 10 million credits on this one planet. Which, as you know, is not actually 10 million. It's more like 40 million. Come on. I just like to shake it and get up here on some flat terrain. Come on. Really? What in the world? There we go. Got me down to 41% shield. Wow. Yeah, the ship that I'm using for out there now is a Mandalay, and it's super engineered. Like, almost everything on it is engineered, reinforced or expanded. There we go. Tubus campagibus. Okay. All right, so that Tubus was worth 7.7 million. That brings us to 10 million for this planet alone. You know, yeah, I know the sample's already been, but I need a thumbnail. What do you think? Maybe. Get it. There we go. Yeah, I don't like that one very much, but we'll go with it for now. But like I was saying, the Mandalay that I use for out there is super engineered. So everything on that thing has, it's all souped up, and it's very durable, because the Nightwish wasn't. The Nightwish was built in an era when, you know, I wasn't very good at engineering and the other kind of systems in this game. And so like you would hit the ground just barely, and it would come apart. It really would. So here we are in the future with the Mandalay really kind of stealing the show from just about everybody else. Gosh, this is a gorgeous world. They could just do something about the shadows, Frontier. If you could just do something about the shadows, my friends. What's in here? What's down this way? Let's go flying for a bit. I hope I don't clip a wing. Because this thing does have a pretty wide stretch that I'm not used to. I'm used to the Nightwish being like an arrowhead. And it just kind of like flies through. We'll fly for a minute. Want to kind of like zip through this valley. And then I will pause. And we will head out to the second world, where we're going to finish up our scanning. Oh, this is gorgeous. Yeah. Whoa. A little bit dark, but I can see. Nice. This would be kind of fun for canyon racing. Maybe we could do that. I mean, I know that they really hype up the Mamba as a racer, but the Mandalay is pretty fast too. And it's very responsive. I'm not really having to put in much effort to keep it on target. Oh, we've reached the end of the line. Here we go. All right, everybody. I am going to head off to the next world, and I will see you in a few minutes when I am on approach, and we will continue with our episode. Okay, and we're back. Let's, oh, how did I end up in this? Let's scan this world. It looks nice, but it doesn't look as exciting as the previous one. But it's got 4 biologic signals, so let's take a look and see what we got. Bacterium, stratum, tussock, and tubus. I had a hesitation there with my recording software. Alright, so let's see. So they're all pretty much in the same locations. So kind of like the last one. Yeah, so there's not really anything too unique. Let's head for this brown plane down here. Take a look at that. So I'm thinking about doing a video on what I would like to see in exploration in Elite. I don't know yet. I've mentioned a couple of things to some friends about what I would like to see. I think it's no surprise or no secret that one of the things I'd like to see the most they could change nothing about Elite's exploration if they would just re-roll the galaxy. Find a way to get us the procedurally generated, exaggerated worlds like we used to have. It doesn't have to be exactly like Horizons, but something close to it. Something that's exciting. I mean, these planets are nice and pretty and they work, but they're nothing like what they used to be. So, and I've mentioned that in a couple of videos recently. It's a little frustrating, I think, with the time that has gone by, and I feel like so many things have gotten attention. And, you know, you consider the galaxy. Think of the galaxy as a map. Think of this as the player map. And you want your player map to be as interesting as possible. You really do. That should be a priority. And, you know, if things are balanced and the gameplay is good and the community is healthy, then you can look at things like the player map. Let's look at some planets. Add some unique features. Maybe some rivers or some other things. Add some variety to the terrain. That's all I'm asking, is for something small. And we're going to start, like we did last time, with the stratum. And it's unsuitable terrain for like a meter. So stupid. But that's always been a thing. I learned the hard way that the recall sequence for ships doesn't understand how that works, and so it will like slam your ship into the ground multiple times. I lost an Asp Explorer that way. It just kept banging into the ground, and I didn't realize what it was doing because it was like slowly and softly doing it. And I was like, okay, I guess it's just, you know, keep trying to land. Oh no, oh yeah, it was trying to land, and it just beat itself to death. So it looks like most of our stuff is collocated here, which is nice. The sky's the same as the other planet. Really cool. Got a brilliant blue to it. I do like that I can just walk out of these stairs on my Mandalay. It's a nice ship. First Light was the name of the first ship that I had in Elite, my Sidewinder. And then when I bought a new ship, I was confused as to why the name hadn't changed, or the name hadn't stayed with it. Then I realized, like, oh, each one of these is an actual, like, different ship where you can do different things with it. And I had absolutely no idea about the scope of what Elite Dangerous really was. I just, you know, I thought I'll go fly a spaceship. That is a really, really nice view. Right there over that little mound, too. Oh, yeah, I guess I'll scan this thing. And then Bernard's Loop must not be visible in this part of the sky. Oh, but I bet it's glorious at night being this close. I actually haven't been to any of these planets on their dark side, so I'm not sure. Okay, so that one was 1.36 million. So, nice little chunk of change to get us started. I thought I saw bacteria over here at one point. Or was that somewhere else? Come out wherever you are. That is a lot of stratum, and there is some bacteria. Nice. This bacteria isn't the same color as the planet's surface. Those are the worst. God, I can't believe I used to do this with an SRV. I did. I used to drive around, and I'd park and then drive around on my SRV forever, being frustrated, trying to figure out why I couldn't find anything. That bacteria sucks. It's only 1 million. Bacterium arasis. No, drive around in an SRV, and I couldn't figure out why I couldn't find any bacteria. That's because it's a 2D asset stuck to the ground, and I can't see it, and I'll drive right over it. And then I learned to fly my Dolphin with the nose down like this, and it changed my life. Ship-based exploration and like ground surveys like this is the way to go. You can use a fighter if you want. Like if you're flying a bigger ship, you can use a fighter, but word of warning, make sure you're not doing it on a large or a high gravity world unless you've got some killer engines on that big ship. I did that and found out that my big ship had been scraping the side of mountains and the ground and other things because I was hovering the ground and it was trying to follow me. What's funny is this tussock here is going to be around until I need to scan it. That I'm not going to be able to find any of it. It's just all going to disappear from the ground. So yeah, things are going really well. I'm looking forward to the Frontier Unlocked in February. It'll be nice to hear from everybody again and to get things rolling. I'm going to keep making Elite Dangerous content. So if you like this stuff, this is the channel to like, subscribe, do all the fun YouTube stuff. I forgot to do the call to action or whatever it is in the beginning, but you know, January was really rough. It's been a kind of a dead time for just video game content in general has been down. I love these areas right here, though. Now, this is one thing that New Planets did introduce that's really neat. If you find a planet like this that's got a lot of really cool rock formations, because you can get out and walk around them, it's just really neat. I see some bacteria. Let's do that. Is there nothing around here? No place to land? There we go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Slow down. So yeah, like video game content as a whole has been down for January. So it'll be nice to get things back up and rolling. Yeah, see, these are... I like these. The Pioneer suit, you can, or the whatever this is, Artemis suit, you can run long enough for your suit to recharge, and then if you jump, you can float. You keep tapping, and generally you can float for a long time that your stamina has recharged. So when you hit the ground, you keep running, wait on it to recharge, hit it the moment that it comes up, and then you have like infinite stamina. So you keep going. It only works with this suit though, because of the length of the time for the payout. But you do fog up. All right, here's our last piece of bacterium for a measly 1 million credits. But yeah, look, see, I mean, the rocks are really cool, actually. And these are not small in comparison to our to my commander. If I go into official Elite Dangerous third person mode, and show you what it looks like. Should be charged up by now. There we go. All right, so we got to go up here, and I think there was tussock at the top of the hill here, along with the bacterium. So we'll scan that, and then we'll hop back on our ship. There's 2 other things left to scan, and we've seen both of them. The tubus, which we saw in the valley back there, and then, well, actually there's some up there too, and the tussock, which I think that means that 3 out of 4, or 4 out of 4, so all of the biologics for this planet are in this valley. This little rock formation valley. I'm always on the lookout for the next good shot. It's kind of weird, kind of like the creep show with the guy with the green stuff growing all over him. It's like Jordy, I think was his name. You don't want to get any of it on you. All right, I think that's enough photos. Here we go. Tussock over here. Okay, don't know why it did that. Sometimes it does, and sometimes it doesn't. Tussock Cerati, 4.45 million credits. I'd seen some people talking, looking for ways to make fleet carrier money as before colonization hits. This is the way to do it. I know that it can be mind-numbing at times. I enjoy it, so it's not that bad for me. That's why I kind of make content out of it. But for some people, flying over planet surfaces and searching for flowers is mind-numbing, which is fine. But this is the way to make money. And you can do combat and other things. There's combat opportunities that pay out really well, but I feel like the ratio of time to payout is here with exobiology. Absolutely. Not even scanning planets. I mean, I used to scan planets all the time. That's where I made my first fortune, was in like core exploration. And then I augmented it once exobiology became so profitable. And it's not even worth it anymore. It's really an aftermath. It's an afterthought. I scan the planets, and then eventually I'm like, oh, I probably should sell this stuff to cartographics and get some money. It's not even about the tags anymore. It used to be about the tags. I used to be pretty obsessive about making sure that my exploration finds were properly tagged with my name. Now it's only if something's like really amazing. Like I found some great planets with views of their stars and stuff. Those I make sure that I get tagged. But everything else, it's like, okay, I'll get to it. Let's go over here and do these. So I did mining last time. I did rocket carnage before that. And so yeah, just these let's plays with different themes, different titles. I think I'm kind of enjoying this, and people seem to be enjoying it. So we're still going to do it. Try to make it interesting. We have scanned everything except the tubus. So that was 4.45 million credits. And the tubus seems to be over here in this like rocky and valley area. So let's go over here and see what we can find. This is that same... Yeah, this is that same rocky area we were in earlier. Come on, this is a Mandalay. It should be able to park right here, right? God, and it turns so well, too. I mean, everything about it is just, it's disgustingly perfect. Disgustingly perfect. Like, its perfection offends me. There we go. And this will be our last set of scans for the episode. We've got a few more minutes left. This one's 7.7 million credits, like the other planet. So that'll be cool. We have currently made, well, it looks like we're on track to make 14 million out of this planet once we're done. And as of the recording of this video, Taco Tuesday is returning. We got a Galnet article, if you can call it that. Yeah, I'll talk about that. So I will see you all tomorrow for Taco Tuesday. We're gonna keep doing that. And I recently did one that was fake. I've done 2 of those so far, where I've done articles, and what I'll do is I'll read them, and then I reveal at the end that they're fake, but they're always connected to the story. So they're fake, but they're not. Like, they just weren't written by Frontier. They were written by me, but they're in line with the lore that's going on. So kind of like an independent newspaper. And, you know, hopefully Galnet will start to pick up, especially once the colonization stuff starts. That would be great, but in the times that it misses, I'm going to try to keep doing Taco Tuesday. I'm debating on whether I should have a signal of some kind, or maybe a hashtag or an indicator that the article is not official Galnet. Maybe I'll call it Nownet or something. I don't know. But we'll figure out a way to do it. But I want to keep talking about what's going on in the galaxy, because I was going to, when they published the article this week about... well, the article that I'm going to read and talk about tomorrow, I almost was going to write an article that was somewhat similar to it. And then I have another one that I in mind related to the colonization stuff if they don't write anything this week. So I have a couple of ideas in mind. So I'm trying to keep, you know, the process going, even if Frontier doesn't get around to it. Because it's cool to have some kind of an independent view of what's happening out here in the galaxy. Because Galnet's kind of like the... You know, they're the big cheese. They're the mainstream media of Elite. And I think sometimes we need an independent voice. And that's why we have Radio Free Avalon, the Tawanta Free Beacon, and a couple others that I've come up with in my head recently to get things going. This is going to be the final scan for this episode. 7.77 million credits. Earning a whopping 15.58 million credits for this planet in the middle of nowhere. All right. Hey, everybody. This was fun. I really enjoy Exploration and Chill. Kind of these laid back and long form exploration videos. I enjoy just kind of getting out here and getting back to the core of who I am as an Elite Dangerous player, being an explorer. I'm trying to get a nice view here before we... There we go. So, you know, it is nice to get out here and do what I love and get to share it with you all. And I'm really grateful that you guys hang out and that you watch and that you comment and that you participate, because these are kind of passive. These aren't live streamed. These are recorded. I don't do live streaming, but I still want to share the game and share some activities, because my hope is that somebody will watch an episode of this and go, hey, that's actually kind of cool. I enjoy it, whether you consider it fun or chill or just something to do to pass the time. In any case, I want to see more people out here exploring the galaxy and participating in the beauty that is Elite Dangerous. Hey, everybody, thanks for hanging out with me tonight. I'm Commander Exorcist. Take care, fly safe, and I will see you out there. Good night, everybody.